Hey everybody, this is Mr. Horton with a series of video backup lessons for Studio Art 1, Studio Art 2, and film appreciation and cinematography. Verney Arts, Iona Prep. Alright guys, this is the 1-point perspective project grade, which is our third project grade. It's worth 100 points and it is due to classroom. You will need a pencil, an eraser, and you will need a ruler, which should be in your bag. All right, so first thing you're gonna wanna do is put your book horizontal, and you're going to want to measure out the center of the page going this way. So the center of the page is exactly 4.5 inches up if you put the ruler on the end, so it's about right here. And I'm gonna do a horizontal line right in the center of the page, so right there. Okay, and I'm going to make sure the mark I made from my ruler isn't showing because I don't want to confuse that with the vanishing point. Now, I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to put the ruler down on this line. I'm going to find the center of the line, which is 6 inches out. Again, the paper is 12 inches across, and I'm going to put a dot. Again, this is my horizon line. This is my vanishing point. Okay, now, I'm going to give you a bunch of really technical steps here just to set this project up, and this whole video is basically just set up for the project, no actual perspective. So we're going to take our ruler, and you're going to put your ruler, and you're going to rest your ruler down on the horizon line. And I'm going to take my pencil, and I'm going to go to the opposite side of the ruler, and I'm going to lightly trace a line. So it looks like that. Then I'm going to take the ruler, and I'm going to put it under the horizon line. I'm going to touch the horizon line. I'm going to put my pencil under the ruler now, and I'm going to trace a line. So it looks like this. So I have 3 lines, with the middle line being the horizon line with a dot in the center. Now, I'm going to take my ruler, and I'm going to put my ruler all the way at the top edge of the page, all the way touching the top edge, and I'm going to take my pencil, and I'm going to trace under the ruler. So I got a line here, I got a line here, 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 and I'm going to do the same thing to the bottom. I'm going to take my ruler, I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom of the page. I'm going to touch the bottom edge with the ruler, and I'm going to take my pencil, I'm going to go to the opposite side of the ruler, and I'm going to trace another line. So I have 5 lines on the page. 1, 2. The middle line is the horizon line with the vanishing point, and then I have 4 and 5 at the bottom, 5 lines in total. Okay, so now I'm going to take my ruler, and I'm going to flip my ruler vertically, and I'm going to put my ruler so that it's semi-centered over the vanishing point, which should be right about there. I'm pretty sure the rulers I gave you guys are wooden, so you're not going to be able to see through them. So just kind of estimate where the center is. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pencil, and I'm going to go to this upper 2 lines, and I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to draw a line, I'm going to draw a line, and I'm going to draw a line on both sides of the ruler. So it looks like this. Okay, I'm skipping these middle 2 chunks. I'm not doing it in the end 2 chunks. I'm just doing it in these 2. So I have 2 boxes that are equal size, that are in the same relation to one another. Okay, now I'm going to do this process again. I'm going to take my ruler, and I'm going to line it up to the side of these, and I'm going to just come out a little bit. I'm not going to give you this spacing, just estimate it. It's about a finger's width, okay? And I'm going to do this again. I'm going to go 1 and 1, and I'm going to go 2 and 2, like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to do a finger's width. I'm going to come out. I'm going to go 1 and 1 and 2 and 2. And I'm going to clean these up into boxes. One more time, we're going to take the ruler vertical. I'm going to line it up with the corner edge of these 2 boxes, and I'm going to come out again, fingers width. I'm not going to do this on the top this time. I'm only doing it on the bottom. Only on the bottom. Same thing over here, fingers width, only on the bottom. And I'm going to outline my boxes. Okay, now, on screen, you should notice now from the outlining, I have 1, 2, 3 boxes on the top, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes on the bottom that are in line, okay, with each other, same size. Now, I'm going to go through the whole picture, and I'm going to erase everything I don't need. Okay, so here we are. There's, again, 3 on the top, 5 on the bottom in a triangle formation. The vanishing point is directly centered in the middle of the middle two. Okay, now we're going to turn these into letters. Okay, so only focusing on the top 3 boxes. I am going to do a rectangle, and again, use the ruler, rectangle in the top left. I'm going to do 2 more rectangles, one on the left, one on the right box. So get 1, 2, 3 in, okay? We're gonna do a box above the rectangle over here. And I'm just gonna start erasing some of this. Erase this to make this into an A. I'm gonna erase the outside edges to make this into a T. Okay, I'm going to bring a vertical line up that's the same height as the rectangles, and then I'm going to go diagonally down, and I'm going to copy that diagonal. So again, vertical line up, same height as these rectangles, and then diagonal down, and then from the corner, diagonal up that mirrors that, and then I'm going to go horizontally across. And I'm going to erase, and I'm going to erase. From this line going up, I'm going to do a little line. And I'm going to come across, down, and over, and make that into an R. And just like that, we have A-R-T, art. Go to the bottom. Okay, bottom middle. Bottom middle, we are looking at doing the same exact A as the above. You guys are giving me a rectangle in the center with a box above that. We're going to erase. Over here, we're going to do a box and a box. And we're going to erase and erase. C-L-A. You probably already guessed we're writing art class. Okay. Over here, the S's. We're going to do a horizontal line and a horizontal line and a horizontal line and a horizontal line. And then all I'm going to do is a diagonal and diagonal and diagonal and diagonal. And I'm going to erase and erase and erase and erase. And just like that, we have art class perfectly centered over the vanishing point in a triangle formation. In the next video, I'm going to talk about how to actually put this into perspective and where the largest chunk of the grade of this project comes from. I gave you a lot of measurements for this, so it shouldn't be too crazy. But if it's any different than mine, like for example, if your art is over too much or your class is over too much, it's going to change the perspective on the letters in the second step, and you're not going to be able to follow me. So try to get your picture as close to this one as possible, and then we're going to put it in perspective in the next video. So continue on to the next video, and this whole thing is going to count as the third project grade submitted to Classroom. Any questions, email me. If you have any questions about the assignment, email me or refer to the project on Google Classroom. See you in class.